Say, what are you doing there, Will?
Hey, Orv. We've been having so many problems lately. I was just thinking about the days when things were simpler, back when we started. We headed out just to make a small contribution to the study of how machines would move through the air. Now we've ended up inventing the first heavier than air powered aircraft.
Yeah, I remember that summer in 1899. You were in the bike shop and just kind of twisting a box like that from inner tube, and really surprisingly came up with the idea that led to our first ability to be able to control an airplane in the air.
Yeah. When an airplane flies through the air, there's a tug of war going on between the forces of weight and lift and drag and thrust. And that determines how the airplane translates through the air. But there are some other important motions going on as well. The wingtips are free to rotate, to roll from side to side. The nose can pitch up and down, and the nose can yaw from side to side. So the airplane can rotate in 3 directions. In normal stable flight, we don't want any of those rotations. Our first big breakthrough was on the control of roll.
I remember that people really didn't have much of an idea how to accomplish that. Our idea of twisting these wings, this wing warping as we call it, was really the system that evolved on how to turn an airplane in the air.
Yeah, our idea was to make the wings flexible, like we have right here. We would truss it with wire in the center, so the center would be rather rigid. But on the outer section, near the wingtips, we wouldn't put in any cross bracing so they could move like this. Now, when the wings move, let's say we were going to make a left turn. I'll twist the wing and bring the right wingtip up and the left wingtip down.
So that increases the angle of attack here, and this wingtip experiences more lift and goes up. Decrease the angle of attack here, this wingtip experiences less lift and goes down.
Right. The important point here is that we've got different lift on different parts of the wing and causes it to roll to the side.
So with different lift, we make a nice bank turn.
That's right. But, I'm beginning to think that there's going to be a limit to this. I think in the future, airplanes are going to become bigger. We're going to have bigger motors, more power, more wing surface area, more structure, and I just don't think we're going to be able to make a surface we can twist like that.
What my brother was correct about was that wings would get larger and more rigid. What we didn't foresee in our day is that when airplanes evolved, the fuel tanks would become part of the wing, and the wing structure would become more rigid and really incapable of flexing like we did with wing warping. Today's technology, however, you know that airplanes can make turns, and what happens is that small surfaces are placed at the rear of each wing. These surfaces can move up and down, and moving them causes an increase in lift by moving down or a decrease in lift by moving up. Airplanes can also use a similar idea, but it's called spoilers, and instead of generating more lift, they generate less lift, but it causes the same idea. The airplane will roll. Spoilers actually spoil the lift.
You say something about spoil?
Boy, I sure did. We got a letter today from Mr. Toolman, our lawyer in Springfield.
Yeah.
Seems like that rascal Curtis. He's been using our wing warping idea to roll an airplane. And he's in direct violation of our patent, and he refuses to pay any royalties.
This Glenn Curtis, he's just spoiling for a fight, and I think we ought to give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show him we're no sleeping dogs.
Yeah, he just can't keep using these little things he calls ailerons to twist wings. That's our idea. It's our intellectual property. We worked hard to discover that secret of flight.
Ailerons. You can't put a little wing on the end of the big wing. How will it grip it?
Well, it's not really a question of how we'll grip it. It's more a question of you're able to turn the air. Turning the air is going to generate that rolling force.
I'm going to grip Mr. Curtis